All right, welcome everybody to the Super Mario Bros. 3 100% run. I'm TheHaxor, I'll be your runner today, and today I'm joined by two good friends of mine on commentary. I've got Aweglib. How's it going, Aweglib? And I've got Grandpoobear as well. Some of you may recognize him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. That's why we're on the couch.
Yeah. I believe we've both lost to you in races in this category at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited to have you guys on the virtual couch with me and involved with this because, you know, you guys are good people. So, yeah, 100%. You're probably asking yourself, what does that entail for Mario 3? Well, that's a great question. So 100% requires completion of all the numbered levels, the fortresses, the Hammer Brothers, the castles, the Piranha Plant stages in World 7, and the hands in World 8. So anything else, not required. I don't have to go to mushroom houses because you can technically get all of them, but it's kind of a weird, convoluted route. And then as well as the card games. And it's also kind of tedious to go for that stuff. So, yeah, we try to, you know, make it a little entertaining at least. There's enough auto-scrollers as it is. You don't want to add like another 20 minutes of just going to mushroom houses. So
I want to see the boat, honestly.
You're really selling it.
You know,
I mean,
selling it right now, you know? Really selling this.
But the auto-scrollers are great, guys. Most of you probably never seen them before. So, there's some that are really neat. So,
there's no audio.
There's no audio.
Yeah, no
on the start screen. Yep, no problem. All right,
every
so
single time when you run Mario 3
I know.
Anything,
yeah.
why couldn't they just add something on the screen? You know, just how hard is that? But you know, I guess this is what it is. So, is there anything you guys want to add before we get started here and you count me down?
I just want to add that if you don't go for third door or Jesus clip, regardless of what happens, we will spend the rest of the run ridiculing you. So
we'll have plenty of time for that.
In fact, if there's a clip that is doable, I definitely want to see at least an attempt. That's all I'm saying.
All right, sounds good. I'm ready when you guys are. Alrighty. All right, who's counting me down? Who wants the honors?
I'll do it. I'll count you down. All right.
Do it.
All right, we're counting them down in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Scariest level right away.
1-1 actually a very scary level. All of World 1.
Yes.
Very difficult to optimize.
Yes.
Mario 3 is like, hey, let's throw all these new things at you that you've never seen before, and it's all great, but the levels are super short, so they have to cram everything into these really, really small spaces. So actually optimizing World 1 is one of the most difficult things to do in the entire run.
Yeah, I think a lot of players, when they start Mario 3 especially, they start with World 1. You know, naturally you start with World 1.
Right.
And it almost discourages so many players, but I promise you guys, like, there are a lot of easier worlds than World 1.
Yeah, that little movement in 1-2 you just saw Haxor do to get P-speed early is incredibly precise, relies on a ton of manipulation of the P-speed meter, and that's always one of those things that people are like, oh man, I can't get it, it's so hard, but like, World 1's really hard. Yeah. It's just really, really tough.
Very tough.
Yep. And this level, you don't play in too many categories, but this is one of the hardest levels in the game, actually, believe it or not. And that's what you get right there. See, I told you. We're just having a casual stroll.
Didn't see anything.
Hanging out.
Welcome to my Let's Play channel.
Alright, don't worry. We promised auto-scrollers. I know we've had 3 levels without one. Don't worry. We've got one in 1-4. And it's exciting.
This one's the best one.
Be really good. This is the first time in a while I'm actually going to be able to hear to see whether or not you get the 1-up glitch. I'm gonna set this up so that when you get it, it's really great. But Haxor's gonna pick up a leaf for a little bit later on in the world, and can actually do a tail whip just at the right time when he collects the 1-up, and it plays like an extended 1-up sound. let's see if he can pull it off here. It is frame perfect because everything in this game is frame perfect.
Right. It seems to be a little before you actually grab it too, for whatever reason.
Unfortunate. That's okay. You tried. We said try.
I did.
So the other thing he's going to be doing here is adjusting his coins there. You see, you got to that multiple of 11 plus 1. That's really important, or something we'll talk about during some other auto scroller because we'll have time. But just keep a track of Haxor's coins. He'll be messing with them throughout the run.
Yeah, you end up with a pretty standard amount of coins. Another thing that I do that maybe not everybody else does, I do a lot of point manipulation. I know exactly when I'm going to end up breaking blocks in the run, so I try to stay on specific point values as well.
And the reason they do that is simply because the airship, you can turn a Hammer Brother into an airship in certain worlds, and you don't want to do that. It costs a lot of time, especially in 100% where you can't avoid the airships regardless because you have to play it. So.
Yo, shout out to the wizard, by the way.
Yeah, all right.
I would have never.
So Haxor's
never
taking
found it
damage
without the
immediately. Never would have. But the thing about Mario 3 is that if you have a tail and you jump with
The
tunnel!
My dude.
All right.
That's the first time I got it all day.
That was hype.
I feel the hype on that.
That was so hype. But what was I talking? Oh yeah, tails. So if you have a tail and you take off and you jump with P speed, the game actually starts a timer, and once that timer runs out, you just completely lose your P speed. Whereas if you're Big Mario or anything else, you can actually maintain that P speed as long as you're moving. So unless you need to fly in this game, you generally just want to have either Fire Flower or something else like that.
That level's scary.
Nice little Clark Kent there. But he's got the first Hammer Bro here. Unfortunately, the Hammer Bro's over on the right. If he would have been over on the left, Haxor could have picked up a Fire Flower in the box at the end there. Certain Hammer Brother spots have power-ups in blocks that is just random spots on the map. But hey, it looks like Haxor's on to the first airship, and you know what that means. We've got time for donations.
That's so good because we have got a ton of donations coming in.
We'll have time to read them all throughout this run, so don't worry.
We will get to
your donation. Yes.
We've got a $500 donation from Nintendo PC, who says, tried to donate this towards Odyssey, but I guess y'all beat me to it. Which is a good intro to tell you guys that we did indeed meet the $60,000 needed to add Super Mario Odyssey to the schedule, which will be coming up right after Super Mario Bros. 3.
Nice.
We've got a $500 donation from Pete and Kate. They don't leave a comment, but thank you guys so much for your generous donations.
Thanks, Pete and Kate.
$1,000 from Matt Party Hat, who says, super happy to see this event come together at a time when we really need it. Thanks to everyone who was involved in putting this on.
Stoked that we hit the Odyssey donation incentive. Thanks everybody for getting your money in. That'll be, I think, right after this, right? So stay tuned for that.
I don't know, as a 2D Mario runner, I'm always really fascinated at watching the 3D runs. I'm like, that's insane. How do they do this?
The whole
it's nuts.
Yeah, the whole being able to move in all these different directions besides right really blows my mind.
Terrifying.
Yes.
Yeah, we're all about, up, down, right, sometimes left, like I guess if we have to.
Even left
I
is
know.
a struggle, man.
Yeah, like right here, man, I have to, pressing left, that hurts inside. Actual pain.
Yeah. I mean, you actually are going to go left, though, in one of the levels here in 100%, which is one of the fine moments of this run that you don't get to see normally.
Don't remind me. There's actually 2 things back to back where it happens as well, and then the rest of the game you don't do it, so it's like they just forgot about it after they did that one thing,
They did it, they're like, whoa, this is too much. We can't handle it. Let's get out of here.
They go left and give you the boot all in one level, and they're just like, whoa.
Yep.
Well, I don't want to repeat this gameplay at any point in time,
This is way too much fun. We can't have this.
Yeah. Mixed it up too much.
All right, so now we're in the first fort that TheHaxor is going to actually beat. And this is another real strong usage of Fire Flower. When he gets to the Boom Boom fight, he can actually kill Boom Boom with 5 fireballs instead of having to jump on him 3 times. So as much as you can, you want to have a Fire Power or maybe even a Hammer Suit for the Boom Boom kills.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's a lot of little time saves you get from having a flower.
Yes.
There could be obstacles in the run. The Koopalings as well. You save time on fire killing them, so we're going to try to get a lot of those.
Yeah, and a lot of this game is like those micro time saves because there are so many levels and the levels are so short. The micro time saves really add up, so...
Yeah, and speaking
like
of
that star usage.
That star usage right there.
Yeah.
One of the things that was discovered not too long ago, we kind of just said, hey, we have an extra star in our inventory. What do we want to do with it? Well, if we jump and kill the boomerang and the boomerang bro at the same time with the star, you don't have to watch the boomerang go off screen. That saves a little bit of time. That's a lot of what this game has come down to now is just finding those really minor optimizations.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, nobody saw that.
Yeah, that was an RNG manip strat right there, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a better boss pattern on the airship. That's all.
We just spent 4 minutes talking about how important Fire Flower is, but I didn't really need it right there in particular.
Sometimes you go for a micro time save and you lose half a second. It's whatever.
Save half a second, lose a billion. Story of Mario 3.
Yes.
Pretty much. Yeah, so that's actually not a big deal. There is another Fire Flower in the airship, so as long as I enter that as big, I'm good. Also, the boss pattern, believe it or not, is actually easier as well. So I'm not too upset.
I wasn't lying with the RNG manip, you know what I mean? I was being truthful about this.
Absolutely.
One thing I love about 2.5 is it's a stage there's a lot of correct answers in terms of getting to it the fastest. So everybody has their own little spin on it. So it's always fun to watch somebody do something and go, oh, that's not going to work. And then it works out just fine. Like you get scared, but everything's okay.
Yep.
And now in the pyramid, this is probably one of the most technical stages early on in the run. They put up these walls that you need to get through by either using a tail or kicking shells like that. TheHaxor's going to actually crouch underneath and jump through while the shell is going through in order to get through really quickly. And there's a nice little turnaround kick. Very nice pyramid.
Yeah, I know my chat's going to be excited about that because, you know, we're not having randomizer flashbacks here, so it's all good. So it's very important I know this is the hammer because you don't want a music box here. This is not the place the music box.
Yeah, he's got to go over and fight this fire bro because this is 100%. But if he would have accidentally used the music box, he would have had to take a couple of deaths before the bros would wake up in order to fight them.
Nice bonk. Right
more RNG manipulation. Yeah, no, that's totally part of the run.
And just to talk about that, you heard him bonk right there on the overworld. Overworld movement is actually wildly important to the highly optimized runs at this point. It's something that, you know, it's really boring to practice. It is, but it is a huge time save when it comes down to it. Because each time you bonk is about a half a second.
Yeah. And the same thing, like when he was talking about making sure he knew he had the hammer, that's one of those things that, like, if you menu half a second faster, that's going to be a lot of time, honestly.
Exactly. Yeah, that's part of the reason we use the star in this world, too, is it simplifies a lot of our menuing coming up in the run. So it's a lot of just one input menuing, which is really convenient and really quick. On top of it, actually does save time. So, you know, it's kind of a useful thing. Now, you don't have the extra safety star, which can be kind of unfortunate depending on what happens, but we have other strats. There's backups for backups.
And Mario,
hey, we're on an airship.
Yeah, Mario 3 is pretty much an RPG in that aspect, by the way, the menuing.
Yeah, basically.
But we got time for a donation real quick, if you want to get one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let me give you a couple here. We've got $10 from TL, who says, a humble donation for our 1-year-old daughter who shouts Mario at us, meaning go play Mario Odyssey for me, please. Okay, she's not saying please at all. Also for her future and the rest of ours, especially those in the front lines. Thanks for all you're doing. since the incentive for Mario Odyssey was met, I feel compelled to say we're here to save lives. So I mean, why stop at animals? Which is a good introduction to the fact that we just opened a new donation incentive for the upcoming Super Metroid run. You can vote, of course, to kill or save the animals, which I know everyone here wants to save them, right?
Yes.
Everyone?
No.
Yes.
I do. Yes.
Save the frames.
I love animals.
Yes. I mean, here's the thing. If you want to see the animals die in a Super Metroid run, just go turn on any random Metroid run any day of the week, you know? only at Games Done Quick can you see them saved. Only. Well, I mean, or, you know, anywhere else that gets run where someone decides to do it. But you get what I'm saying, you know?
I can't
Absolutely.
believe you guys are so against speed.
I'm not against speed. I am pro. Whoa. Speaking of speed right there.
Firsty. Oh, man.
I'm not against speed.
That's half the point.
I am pro entertainment, Glib. That's what I am.
That's fair. That's fair. So Haxor just got a 1-frame jump there that lets him skip just a little bit of time. It's like the smallest time save ever, but you got to pop off for it because it's dope.
Yeah.
So,
Because it's a frame perfect jump. I mean, you know.
It's frame perfect. It's frame perfect. All right, so
I swear that thing saves like 2 or 3 frames at most. It really
at
does.
least.
Yo, those frames add up, man. All the frames add up.
Yeah, meanwhile, Haxor just kind of
Casually 3-2.
That P speed strat is so
Amazing.
dumb. I don't think you understand how hard that is. It just may look free.
That was amazing.
What, all you gotta do is wait for the wood block to be at a specific point and then do the smallest possible jump at the end of the platform and then, you know, just do the perfect jumps from that point? That's not hard,
That's
right?
it. That's it. Just
That's all.
don't mess up.
No, legit. I
Oh,
mean,
and they're all blind jumps.
he's being modest, so we'll talk him up here. But legit, 3-2, even for the most veteran of players, is always a problem level. And that was an incredible route through. And then, you know what? 3-3 is underrated hard, too.
It is.
Yeah.
That's one of those, since the level moves up and down, if you make one little tiny mistake, everything's going to get thrown off.
Yeah, there's really no backup
Really, we're
stress.
just, the hammer bro. I was building up for this, and then the hammer bro gets in the way, and it's a water bro.
I know,
I'm
worse,
trying to build
man.
up third door right here. And
It was a lower battle, though. It was a
That's fair, that's
well,
fair.
Third door.
pack his bags.
All right, this is the dopest trick in the run. Haxor's going to nail it first try. Here we go. Oh, they patched it.
He meant second try, though.
Second try.
Second try.
Though.
Second try
Yeah,
is gonna
he
nail
meant
it.
second try.
Yeah, second try is
See,
gonna
that's
nail
what
it.
happens when you mess it up. Haxor showed that, so here's what happens when you get it.
Oop.
You missed the door, and then...
Because
All right, 10th try, guys. 10th try, we got it.
You could go back into the door and go straight to Boom Boom. Saves you running over to this little part. We bullied Haxor into doing it because he doesn't normally like swag, but I appreciate the attempt.
I appreciate the attempt as well.
I just lost an eternity, but I gained the respect of my peers. It's worth it.
Worth it.
Worth. All right, so rolling into 3-5 here. This is a stage you want to swim through normally if you're casual, but since we're trying to go fast, it's a good spot for a P-wing and just kind of fly over all the stage. Ooh, I'm getting hung up on that block. Hate to see it.
You do. And yeah, the Hammer Bro kind of packed his bags on this one, so normally you'd want to fight him before he does that, but...
Yeah, didn't even get a chance this time. They say 100% doesn't have a lot of RNG, but we lie. There's actually still a ton of RNG in this category, but it's lesser than it would be in a category like Warpless or All Force.
Yeah.
or
It's
no
literally
that
what we
kind of
say
stuff.
in Discord to con the new runners into playing this game.
Exactly.
You know?
No, 100%.
100%'s fine. Yeah.
Yeah, the time losses are much less. I'd say there's more that matters in terms of RNG because we're counting Hammer Bro movements, you know, whether this guy runs away or not. Yeah, it gets kind of crazy from that aspect.
I don't think you lose the big chunks like you do in Warpless.
Right,
whereas,
you don't see the minute time
yeah,
losses.
but at the end of it, you realize like, oh man, that was a really bad RNG run. You know, like, yeah, when you're like 35 seconds down and made a perfect run, you're like, whoa, what just happened?
So we got another auto-scroller 3-6. This one's actually pretty fun though. There's a lot of swag you can do with how the screen scrolls, and you can shoot a fireball through that guy. Yeah, it's good times. So, like, honestly, this is probably one of my favorite stages to run, just because of how much fun you get to have, and you don't have to worry about messing up too much. There is, I don't know if you go for it or not, but there is a little piece strat you can get at the end in order to...
I do go for it. I'm not going to because if I die...
I'll give you this one. Because, like, you save, like, half a second or lose 2 minutes or something stupid if you mess it up.
The problem is, Glib, you just set them up to look bad.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? You got to pretend like there is no peace strat right there, you know?
Can't be done.
Yeah.
Hey man, when I go for world record attempts, I go for the task strats then, obviously, you know, because
This is for charity. All right, 3.
But you didn't want to get a world record for charity? Is that what you were saying? Is that what you were insinuating?
I kind of feel like it was dead when I missed the door 3 the first time, but I think we kind of beat the dead horse when I miss it the second time.
No.
Now we're getting some kind of bonus content that you don't normally see in Warpless. The right-hand stages of World 3. Nice little super swim there to get in that pipe real quick. 3-7 and 3F2. A couple of fun little stages. The one swimming fort in the entire run. But it actually isn't too bad. There's some tight little movements to get through these rooms quickly.
Yeah.
This is the one stage that anybody can speedrun. For sure. You could load up the game, play this stage a couple times, and you can probably just do this.
Oh, is this your vote for easiest stage in the game?
I wouldn't say it's the easiest. I think 3-1 is the easiest stage in the game, but this one's pretty close.
With the firstie, it's easiest?
Yeah, 3-1.
It's firstie one time, and now it's just, easy stage.
Yeah, I don't know if 3-1's the easiest, dude.
What would you say is the easiest?
I'd probably say the sun.
I know what Glib is.
Sun level?
It looks really hard, but...
Hey, Glib, I always thought you like 5'8"
We don't talk about 5'9".
or... Yeah.
Meanwhile...
Oh, but you're gonna get to see it.
Meanwhile, 3-8, that's another one of those stages where the level moves up and down, so it can be very tricky if you mess anything up. And you also have Boss Bass ready to kill you at any one moment. And hey, you finally get to fight the Hammer Bro. Hey, at least you got a lower pattern, so, you know, you got that going for you.
I did. I did. When you look over and you should already be on the airship. Feels bad, man.
Alright, 3-9, really fun stage here. Nice little precise movements for a nice little H jump. Love to see it.
Yeah, believe it or not, that Hammer Bro lost me about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Just based on how he moves. And that's Mario 3.
Every movement gives you about another half second, so if he's sitting down there giving you 2 movements for 5 stages in a row, the time's just going to build up really quickly.
More RNG manipulation there.
Just manipulating your Wendy pattern.
Oh, man. Oh, Mario
What a
3.
game. What a game.
I know, right? The best. The best.
Hey, we're on an airship. I think we all know what that means. It's time for some donations.
I'm ready for it. Let's go. We've got $75 from Atris, who says, good luck to Haxor on SMB3. I'm too late donating to Odyssey, but next GDQ, can we maybe have an Odyssey minimum captures run? $10 from Joe Tessman.
No.
$10 from Joe Tessman.
Or sure, I don't know. I don't make decisions.
We can't pull those triggers.
he left the pause there like one of us should answer, and I was like, okay.
You have permitted it. We're gonna do.
I'll executive decision this.
It's in.
All right. Yeah.
$10 from Joe Tessman, who says, thanks to all of the frontline healthcare workers, such as my sister-in-law, who are putting in countless hours under tough conditions to save lives. And thank you to GDQ for the weekend entertainment. Thank you for your donation. Got $50 from Hope. Hi GDQ, I'm happy to donate my allowance during the SMB3 run, which is definitely my favorite. Great work GDQ community. It's great to be involved in supporting people at a time like this and save those animals.
Yo, thanks Hope.
That's a nice little fire kill.
Yeah,
there.
thanks everybody donating.
Yeah.
That was a very good fire kill. And she did give me the scary pattern where she hops forward and gives me less space to do it. Because marathon luck, clearly.
It was the bonk. You set it up.
It was the bonk, I know. Dug my own grave there.
Alright, World 4 has an absolutely slapping soundtrack, but we're going to hear absolutely none of it.
Yes.
Because Haxor's just going to be going to levels real quick, but I always have to point it out because it's so good. And this is also one of those worlds I think a lot of people really love casually.
Oh boy. That beautiful 4-1 P-speed strat right there. Yes.
It's very scary. Very scary.
That is another one of those. Yeah, that's an extremely hard strat, and compared to the safe strat, it saves like what is a quarter of a second. So when you go for that, you're really putting it together in the run, for lack of a better term right now.
Yeah, and I started going for that because I couldn't get the safe shell strat at all. And so I was like, well, if I can't get it, I might as well just do the hard strat because.
Going into 4-3 now, this is my favorite stage. I think, Pooh, this is yours as well. You styled on a bunch of kids one time in this stage, so... this is one of those stages that just has like a ton of really technical movement, and it all looks really sick when it all comes together. You just do a ton of different stuff, and it looks really awesome.
Yeah, you definitely feel like this stage, like whoever, made this stage at Nintendo had speedrunning in mind.
Yeah, World 4's got some really cool looking P-speed stuff and also some really hard stuff that hopefully I'm going to be able to pull off here, so... looking good so far.
World 4 is probably my favorite world to run.
For me too.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it in 4.2, but that's even got some cool tech in there where you're despawning one of the piranha plants, which I just kind of subtly did.
We're not trying to bore the kids with the tech, though. You know what I mean? We're trying to give them the swag here, Haxor.
Right.
4F1, really tough.
Speaking of.
Unless you're the Haxor, and then it's pretty free.
Oh! Beautiful.
They're not lying. This is the single hardest stage in the game.
It definitely is. It's one of those stages when it goes right, you're like, all right, sick. And then when it goes wrong, everything goes wrong immediately, and you cry. But now 4-4 is going to do a little bit of a jump here, manipulate this Lakitu, run over the top, and get some nice P-speed off.
Got the P-speed. And that P-speed strat actually saves him like 2 jumps out of the water, so it's a huge time saver.
You want to swim as little as possible in this game, so 4-4 is one of those ones that.
It also really makes it way easier too.
Yeah.
All right, close fight against that bro.
So I didn't mention it, but I did music box early in this world to kind of freeze the first hammer bro to hopefully prevent a lot of extra movements in the world. So that's just normal hedging your bets on like average RNG, I guess. And also inventory reduction again to make menuing better later on in the run.
All right, so moving into 4-5, this is one of the stages where it took a long time to find a P-speed strat at the same time.
I didn't know if we would see it.
I was gonna say that it wasn't there, but then Haxor was like, I guess I'll just do it, so.
Oh, baby.
That is such a sick strat.
Oh my gosh.
Whew.
I know that seemed to like normal people, that seemed like, whatever. Another P-speed strat, but legit, it is incredibly difficult to get P-speed in that level. You have to manipulate every single frame that Mario's on the ground because of the way P-speed mirror works. It's not actually how far Mario's running, it's when is Mario running at a certain frame do they add P-speed on. So you have to literally be frame perfect up until you get P-speed in that level. That was incredible.
Yeah, that's the single hardest P-speed strat in the entire game. I probably get that about 20% of the time, to be honest, in runs, so it's getting better, though. It's getting more consistent as I do it.
100% of the time at GDQ, though.
Yeah. 100%.
I've gotten in the last 3 marathon runs, so I guess just do one run.
Change his name to Cluxor. Wait, you get what I'm saying. You guys get where I'm going with
Cluxor.
Yeah, right?
All of a sudden, I'm a chicken. All right, let's go.
Well, if you guys like auto-scrollers, and I know we do, we've got the World 4 airship, which moves twice as slow as any other airship on the game. Because why won't you?
What's the GDQ record for most donations read in a row? Because we can set that right now.
Right now, let's go.
All right, I'm on it. Let's go. $5 from Anonymous, who says, thanks for the awesome weekend entertainment. $250 from another Anonymous donator, who says, 300K by the finale. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
$30 from JP the Third. Excellent work to everyone in the community for putting together this event. It helped make sheltering in place bearable. $500 from Sam Hopkins. It's a blank donation, but thank you so much. That is a generous donation. $5 from Daver Boy. I say it every time. Save the animals, extend the marathon. And right now, Saving the Animals is in the lead.
Nice.
$25 from Fango. Save all animals always. That includes Yoshi's, Grandpoobear.
What? Yoshis aren't animals, they are tools. Thank you very much. There was no time to debate this. We got to read donations.
More donations. Here's one. $50 from TheHaxor, who says, greetings from the World 4 airship.
That's how long this airship is.
$50 from Dread Dingo, who says, save the animals. $100 from Cameron the Lion, first time donating, but I've been a fan for ages. Keep it up, guys. You're making a lot of people smile in a time when there isn't much to smile about. Cheers, Cam. $200 from Chibi Maria, happy to support a great cause. And we've got...
So I'm glad that kill worked out, because that's where I lost the race against Mitch at AGDQ 2020, by the way, by taking damage. That was the worst place I could have possibly taken damage in the entire run.
That was 9 straight donations. You know,
That's pretty decent.
ladies and gentlemen, I am not an official record keeper, but I think I have enough sway over here to pronounce that a new GDQ record. Oh, we got it. Great job, guys. Great job. Great job. Great job to everyone involved.
Couldn't have done it without Cardi. Couldn't have done it.
Oh, that's close. That's
almost
another one
got
of those really tight piece beats. I was holding
Yeah, one of my jumps was bad. It was the pit jump. I was a little early.
I hear that bro up top. I hear him moving.
Yeah, he's asserting dominance over the run already.
So that's probably one of the biggest spots of RNG is that bro up in the sky. He can move around and move in between levels and give you 2 to 4 movements so many times before you can finally get to him. I think like optimally between like the worst and best RNG is like 25 seconds.
Yeah.
Just from that one bro.
Yeah, I've had runs where I didn't make a single mistake, so that includes my gold split for this world. And I'm not even within 8 seconds of Mitch's gold split from the previous world record with mine. So yeah, there's a lot of variance. Getting movements of 1 in this world is insane. I've seen it a couple times. But
Legends speak of the movements of 1.
I've heard whispers about it.
and we're probably not going to see one. We're not going to see a single one.
5F1, another one of those stages that just kind of all meshes together really well when it goes properly. You just dodging all those waffles and thwomps. Looks really sick.
Yeah, after the first jump, it's surprisingly like easy to speedrun for the most part, but that first jump, man, oof, it's a doozy.
But if you get it down, the rest of the level's pretty straightforward, and it looks dope.
It's one of those levels that's easier to speedrun than play casual too, you know?
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
And here it is. We're going left, baby.
We're going left. This is so scary.
It doesn't feel so
NASCAR
weird.
now.
It's so wrong.
Got a really hard jump coming
So that
up.
was a precise jump to keep his P speed out of that pipe.
Nice. Beautiful.
Very nice 5-3.
Yeah. That's not an easy level by any
No
means.
dropped inputs. Feels good. Yeah, I've actually clipped in a small Mario, and then you just take this slow death straight to the muncher, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's really sad.
Alright, so now Haxor is moving into the tower. Technically not a stage you can complete, but since we have to get to the second half of World 5 somehow, we have to go through here. This is another one of those stages where maintaining your P-speed out of pipes. Every pipe works a little bit differently, so you have to just remember every single one in order to keep your P meter the entire time.
And again, we go left in this level.
Yeah.
But then we don't see it again.
And then we never do it again, ever. Miyamoto has fully explored that gameplay mechanic. I want to know how much time was spent on the boot though. Like legit, like how many days did they spend programming in the boot?
Well, it's got that double jump mechanic, right? So it's got a
It has a double jump mechanic in a level that doesn't have any pits. You know what I mean? So you never even find it. It's so weird. Oh man. Beautiful
Another
P-speed
sick
right here.
P-speed build right there. The top of World 5, a lot of the stages maybe aren't the most difficult, but they're extremely punishing. Where if you make one mistake, you're probably jumping into a pit and dying. So this is one of those sections that's always nerve-wracking, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, you also desperately need Fire Flower up here. If you do not have Fire Flower up here, you're losing a ton of time.
Yep.
Yo,
There aren't too many places to actually grab it in World 5
yeah,
either.
that's another problem
so-
too, yeah.
Yeah.
Going with the sky theme, this is the first, well, I guess technically it's in World 4 too, but this is the first world where you really get the Tanuki suit often, the full-blown Tanuki suit. So they really kind of push that power up on you throughout this world. At the expense of the Fire Flower. Yeah.
Never see these enemies again in the entire game.
No, this
is the only level.
On these guys. I just kind of threw whatever ideas they had left in World 5.
Right? This is the jump drawer of Mario 3 strats. There's some really cool stuff you can do with those Parabeetles and Kaizo. You can
so many
force
levels.
people to not tail whip if you do like a tail Kaizo, because the tail whip will actually kill the beetle.
And you probably didn't see it there, but Haxor did just the tiniest of pauses right before that pipe. If you go in that pipe right away, you'll actually move all the way to the right into the death plane and die for no reason. Happens to everybody once, but once you know, you always skip that little pause just to make sure.
Yeah, pipes have this weird acceleration thing. You can get fast or slow acceleration through them, and yeah, that's one of those cases. If you get to the fast acceleration, you take a death. That also can affect your boss pattern in some airships, unfortunately, so you gotta be really careful with that.
Here it comes, right here. Oh, my bad. You can blame me for that one, chat. Blame me for that
I
one.
tried.
I appreciate that, though. I appreciate the effort.
Keeping fire in World 5 is really hard. Hey, Haxor, go for this trick that if you don't get the right subpixel, you die.
Also, that jump's impossible.
So that jump skips all of the level, but unfortunately, clipping is so slow that you only really save about 6 seconds if you get it, because you have to clip through all of that wall up at top.
Yeah, it's not much time.
Yeah, and as mentioned, yo, nice wall jump. Let's go. If you mess it up, you just die. There's no recovering from it. So it's not a strategy you see in any real RTA attempts. So.
Yo, I'm gonna try some randomizer strats here. Let's see if this works.
It's only a matter of time before Jesus Clip becomes mandatory. It is.
Okay, I messed it up.
Alright.
I went for it. It didn't work though.
I saw it. Oh, you get to be small for this next stage?
Oof.
Fun.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
Easy
Nothing's
stage.
ever gone wrong in this stage, though.
No. Nobody has ever died on their PB in 5.9.
This has got to be the hardest
an
casual stage.
auto-scroller.
Yeah, this has got to be the hardest casual stage.
It's
Yeah.
a difficult stage.
Yeah.
This jump coming up is so awful. Like, why? Right
Yeah, I
here,
don't know how
why?
this got past. Like, that is so tough. Now you got to deal with the fire spitters coming at you.
Does it me or did that thing take a weird angle? All right, I'm just hitting the mushroom house. Let's just.
You hate to see it.
All right, that's
I didn't
good
see
enough.
anything.
Yeah. Hey, Haxor, good luck
I
on
did-
your first attempt at 5.9.
I did not expect it to take that angle. Huh, okay,
It was
well,
a little different.
you know, yeah, it happens, I guess.
So if we hadn't told Haxor to go to Jesus Clip, he would have a fire flower here and could have just killed that guy basically before he even got on screen.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? We'll take the blame. Me and Glib will take the blame on that one. It was a beautiful World 5 up into that point.
It really was.
But we'll go ahead and take the blame on that one. That was our fault.
See,
It happens.
look at that angle. It's so different. I'm mad.
You know what? Be mad at us. Ooh.
Yeah.
Am I gonna die again? And this is why you don't go for Jesus Clip.
We're just teaching everybody why you don't do it.
I need to pay attention there. That was a disaster. And whoops. I can't say I've ever died on this stage. I can't say I've ever died twice on. I can't say I've ever died twice on this stage. So, making a lot of firsts here. All right, stay on the left side of the platform, and then this is free. All right.
All right.
Boom.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Gameplay.
Oh my goodness.
All right, he's
Hi,
in.
dude. I'm clapping in my room right now.
Oh god. You can tell I play that stage really often without fire, by the way.
Hey, we got more auto scrolling coming up though. So
We do.
Wanna get some
Donation time?
donations in. Let's do it.
Do you think you can beat 9, man?
Go.
Oh,
go for it.
absolutely. What? Are you kidding me?
Go.
All right. $25 from Hey Zero. Really enjoying this Mario 3 commentary. $10 from Spidey Freak Show. I asked my daughter, and she said we should save the animals. $25 from DW Darling. Thank you, everyone, for putting this together. Being a frontline worker, I'm so glad I got the day off to watch these amazing runs. $9 from Prometheus. Here's $1 for every donation read during Airship 4. Also, kill the animals. And here's a bunch of donations with no comments. $25 from Razzle God. $10 from Wintermute. $50 from Jack's Gulch. $25 from Thomas 115. $50 from Peaches 208.
This pace.
And
This is rats.
$1,000 from Andrew Prime.
Yo.
Wow, those strats right there, though. The message skip. I haven't seen that one used in years.
$250 from Imperial Ace. Get good and save those animals. And $5 from Lat Mackey. Haxor. For shalt thou not count, neither count thou two, excepting that thou then proceed to 3. RNG manipulation hype.
Yo, thanks
I'm gonna toss one more in. $500 from Anonymous. My company generously gave us relief checks. Since I can still work from home, I figure others could make better use of this money. Thanks for the no-tail P-Speed tip. Always something new to learn about my favorite game.
Yo, is that a new
Absolutely.
donation?
Gotta go
motherfucker?
fast.
Did we do it?
What do we get
got
there,
it.
chat?
Looks like Luke. I'm seeing 12, 13 even.
Whoa. Yo, I'm just saying, donation reader, get ready for the World 7 airship, because that's a long boy.
Oh, I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah, that's a long boy. And, you know, we've set in world records for most deaths
boy.
in 5.9. We're setting world records for most donations read.
See, I kind of had to go for a backup there, which was a little weird. I'm not used to doing that either, unfortunately.
Dude, this is like Haxor practiced a whole lot of stuff, and then me and Glib like bullied him right before the run.
That I should know how to do. But the weird thing is when you jump with a star, you kind of do the somersault. So I didn't get the early P speed there that I wanted in that level. So it kind of made it a little difficult. Because yeah, you don't want to miss the platform. The way the Patuis work is they're on what's essentially is a boss timer. So as soon as I did the first or made the first mistake in that level, they were just going to do random things from that point. So just kind of had to wait it out there casually.
But yeah, this is the last world where Haxor has to worry about his coin count and his score not matching that multiple of 11 with the 10s digit. So this is the last kind of instance of him messing with his coin count in order to get one that's pretty nice and won't get him any of those coin chips we don't like to see.
Yeah, luckily he's at a nice amount right now, which will prevent that.
Very nice. Oh, have we even talked about cards yet?
No, we have not. We have not.
You've probably been noticing Haxor hasn't been getting 3 of the same kind of card at the end of stages. That's because if you do, you get a little bit of a longer thing where it says, hey, nice job, you got 3 stars, you get 5 lives. So it's faster to get 3 that aren't the same in order to get the slower thing at the end there.
I love this level.
6-3 is so fun.
Yeah.
This level is very scary as well, though.
Yeah. It's a really scary strat because there's barely anything to land on, so any mistake is going to be a death. But it's a really fun stage.
Yeah, there's a P speed I normally go for that's really hard to do without fire. So I didn't bother going for it because, I mean, I probably wasn't going to get it, and if I did, I was probably going to get you baited by P speed because that's the way P speed works in this game. So.
Yeah. So now everything's going to be back on track from our sabotaging of Haxor's run now, because you take the intentional damage there to get across those spikes, and now he's going to try to carry the star all the way to the end of the stage. And everybody say hi, Boom Boom. Everybody say bye, Boom Boom.
Bye, Boom Boom. One of my favorite things right there too, if you notice the Boom Boom gets like overkilled and the orb instantly appears in the middle of the screen. There's actually a couple things you can do with Hammer Brothers strats that we might get to see Haxor try at the end. If we, again, you know, just nag him enough until he does it. But it does save a little bit of time too, because you don't have to go through the Boom Boom dying cutscene.
Right, yeah, he just
imagine grabbing
get that upside down.
Yeah.
The hammer suit in the 100% category of this video game.
Could you even imagine?
Could you though do it? I mean, you know, just why not? You know.
When have we led you wrong, Haxor?
This is one of the most underrated difficult levels in the run too, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is top 5 easy.
Yeah. Takes very precise swimming. Just so many things can go wrong. Getting out of the water here at the end too, just like the spike bros.
So many things that'll kill you right away. Yo, styling on him.
Just, you know, had to let him know. Had to let him know where I come from.
I definitely didn't have my heart race right there, you know. Didn't get nervous at all.
Right.
Yeah, the weird thing about those is they don't actually have a hitbox on the spike until they throw it. So yeah, most people get really scared with that jump. Understandably, because you're jumping on a spike. Why is that allowed to happen?
And while Haxor was talking about all this really other stuff, he actually did some insane movement there. He spawned one of the nippers up at the top of 6-5.
Oh yeah, I guess that's kind of cool as well.
Yeah.
I was gonna say probably one of the most technical levels, and we just skimmed right over it. Whatever.
Yo,
get a nice Hammer Brother dance.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
good.
This is not good. Okay. All right.
That wasn't that
We
bad.
good.
No, that wasn't. I've seen worse.
Yeah, that was just a jig, not a full ballroom dance, you know?
Yeah.
They didn't tango.
when two Hammer Bros move to the same spot, they try to move to a different spot. But if they both choose the same spot again and they don't split up, they just keep moving over and over and over again. And that spot is pretty notorious for the bros getting together and just hanging out for a while, because there's really only one spot where they can move back apart. I don't think we've ever, I think somebody has tasked a potentially infinite Hammer Bro marathon. We've also seen some people get stuck for minutes with the marathon going on because it's just pure RNG at that point. So it's one of those things. Again, 100%, doesn't have a lot of RNG. Don't worry about it. It's a good category.
What's the longest marathon you guys have ever gotten?
I think I've had 35 seconds, which is not bad.
I had a movement of 38, I think, the other day, and that was the longest I've had. I get a lot of marathons, but they're always on the shorter side. It's always kind of sad. Like, if you're gonna kill my run, do it in fantastic fashion. You know what I mean? Just like
Just keep
absolutely explode that thing. But no, they're just like, we're just gonna give you the sad run ender. And they're like, oh, okay, well, I guess. Yeah, I think Brosis got a movement of 61 in World 6 the other week. And that's the new on-video record, anyway, that we have. Surprisingly enough, in World 6 here, so...
Yeah, World 6 and World 2 are usually the ones that you see the really bad ones.
Yeah. Yeah, World 2, they don't have many places to break apart, so, yeah, they just keep going. World 6, thankfully, they have a lot of places to break apart, but the way it's configured, they happen all the time, so... Basically, if you make it out of World 6 without a movement of 6, you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
Yeah.
Kaiser trick, and I missed it.
Uh-oh.
This is fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, this is fine.
Nice.
We've been here before.
Jump. Yeah, you're set up for
All
the
on
6'9"
purpose.
wall jump now.
Yep, all on purpose.
Perfect.
If only I needed to go for that.
If only.
But think about
What
it
if?
here.
What if, though?
What if
Okay.
you did? You're
Oh
already
no,
small.
you're not
It's
talking to
already
me.
here.
You're not talking to me into this
You're
one.
already here.
I remember. Hey,
Oh man.
I might have a short memory, but it's not that short.
We tried. Yeah, 295.
Plus, I do need the
I
tail
imagine
to do a
donations
very
would have blown
frightening
up for that.
strat in 610. So
That's fair.
Easy strat.
610 will
Yeah.
be hyper this way.
Haven't you gotten that strat first try in GDQ before? Ooh,
I have actually in our race.
yeah. Speaking of hot strats here,
Yo, let's go.
that nice 6'9" speed, which I don't even think we have to explain why that was difficult. I think everyone can pretty much
That
see.
one actually looks really tough. So that one speaks for itself.
Everyone can see that and be like, yeah, I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, that's definitely one where you can just look at that and be like, oh yeah, that one's hard.
I can't explain what just happened. I just know it works.
You just press the buttons and Mario gets fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you press the buttons right, I kind of went for it
Did you actually
there.
go for it? I don't know.
I kind of went for it there.
That was a half attempt. Yeah, that was like an attempt where he could like be like, "Oh, I went for it," but
Yeah.
he didn't really fully
I
commit
think
to
that's a
that.
cop out.
Yeah.
I think that's a cop out.
I wanted to miss it over if I'm gonna miss it. You know what I mean?
I think what you've done though is you've played yourself into 7-7. We're seeing that clip, right? I mean,
I'm ready
you
for
played yourself into that point, you know?
I hope so. I hope we see that clip.
So he was going for a floor clip there, which skips that little middle room with the booze and goes straight to boom boom. But if you miss that a little early, you hit the spikes and obviously take damage, which keeping Fire Flower, as usual, very important.
Did you guys know that keeping Flower is really important here?
Yeah,
Is very important. Yep.
real top tier commentary.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, this is
So-
a practice run right here for World 7 Airship, just for the record. This is your practice run, because World 7 Airship, that's when the record's going to
That's
be
the
made.
big one.
Yeah.
But get some warm-ups here with some donations.
Yeah, we're gonna take some of the longer ones out and take a little slow here, warm up to it. $50 from Dustin240. Y'all rock. Let's make level 1 crit Sephiroth happen, which is a donation incentive that just opened for Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Coming up in just a couple of games, if you guys want to see the Super Boss Sephiroth, you can donate to that. It's $70,000, but I mean, it's Sephiroth. You want to see it. $100 from Adam the Feverish. Happy to give money for a great cause during a great run. Killing is bad, so why would you want to do that to poor innocent frames? Put my $100 to saving those frames.
What? Debated.
$10 from Tabala. Happy to donate to a great cause during one of the many NES games that defined my childhood. Mad props to GDQ for hosting this marathon during this very strange and difficult time. Save the animals. And one more from Nemo.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Since it's too late to save this Mario 3 run, let's save those animals instead.
Whoa! This run doesn't need to be saved. This is
the freshest World 7 ever.
Yeah, this is a beautiful, amazing run. Thank you very much.
It's a beautiful flower.
I expect a double donation apology from you, sir, or ma'am. Yes.
Yeah, we gotta get some macaroni and cheese here in 7-1. This is one of those times where you throw Mario's head at the ceiling and hopefully he clips in. You can do a little bit of sub-pixel manipulation on the airship, which Haxor went for.
Yep.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Nah.
6 try, we take those.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I got it or not. He did kind of a weird movement to the left when I got the one to the left, so I think I moved over the sub-pixels I was looking for, actually.
And legit, when Glib says throw your head into the corner, that's legit how you do that trick. Yeah, people always ask like, oh, how do I get the 7-1 clip? I'm like, yeah, just bump your head into the corner until you go through it. Like,
do it.
Just keep going. You'll go through it eventually, I promise.
So taking intentional damage to keep his P-speed and clear that gap. Normally the game wants you to hit a bunch of the music note blocks to cross over it, but if you keep your P-speed, you can get over it. Took another hit there, but that's okay. 7-3 plays out the same way.
Yeah, that last Piranha Plant's RNG, so, you know, no one's ever died. Yeah. Yeah, there is a faster P-speed in 7.2 that I normally go for, but also I normally don't lose 2 minutes in 5.9, so... you know, I want to have some attempts at 7.7 to stay under estimate.
You didn't lose 2 minutes. The marathon gained 2 minutes in 5.9.
That's true. That's true.
Yes.
Y'all talking about saving the animals.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the old Buffalo Wild Wings extend button or whatever, right? That's what that was.
What a reference.
All 6 people in the chat that get that reference are popping off right now.
All these sports people in chat, all 12 of them. I see you guys.
Remember that random B-dubs commercial from 3 years ago? Like,
hey, meanwhile, Haxor's on a really tough stage with P-Wing, and you gotta like fly around and stuff.
That is actually true. That is what you do in this stage. You grab some shells, you grab some blocks, you make him laugh and make the stage even harder.
Accurate commentary.
It's only one of the 5 hardest stages. It's fine.
Really tough.
Speaking of hard stages, this is a very hard stage to sit through because it's so long.
I actually apologize for you having to see this because this is an absolute abomination, and you've had to see it twice this year if you watched AGDQ. So I'm really sorry for this.
There's 2 levels in World 7 that I'm just like, how did they put this in the game? And this is one of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're like, this seems like a good place for a water scroller, you know? Just a great place for it.
I bet we could get a few donations in here. Save those short ones.
Yeah. We've got $25 from Legend of Katie. Watching you guys run Super Mario Bros. 3 over the years has given me boundless confidence when we play on our NES Classic, even more so when on airships. Just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling. And let's save those animals.
I do want to mention. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry,
go ahead. Okay. This is actually the other difficult thing about this stage is you can't even really do the same thing every time like you can in a lot of the other auto scrollers. There's so much RNG with these fish spawning and the bloopers and everything like that. So you can't even just get a comfy strat and be good with it. You have to pay attention. Sorry, go ahead. More donations. Get them in.
I gotcha. $10 from Jordan. Glad to see such a wonderful event for such a good cause. My wife made a donation and I figured I should do the same. I work from home for the healthcare industry and it's awesome to see people donating to ensure those on the front lines get the equipment they need. Putting my donation towards saving the animals because I'd get the evil eye from my wife otherwise.
That's okay. You can
Smart
make another
man.
donation to kill the animals. I won't tell anybody. Alright, now Haxor is moving into the first plant level. These levels are pretty short, and we just use the star to kind of bulldoze through them really quickly. But you get a couple items in them. This one actually pretty useful at viewing. The other one we'll get later is a mushroom. Not nearly as useful, but it'd be like that sometimes.
All right, this is the other stage that is just like, why did they put this level in this game?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is another one of those like puzzly stages where you have to fly up to the pipe there. If you're good like Haxor, you keep your tail from 7.5 and can just use that there. The other option is to kind of P-wing, go into 7.6 first, or to cloud over, P-wing 7.6 and then come back. But since he kept his tail, he can just go straight in and then P-wing here in 7.6. Tough stage coming up, by the way.
Yeah, this one's really tough.
This is a brutal one.
Yo.
Surprisingly, there is a little bit of strategy in this stage that's very subtle.
Yeah. You saw him fly straight up at the beginning instead of straight going to the right. If you land on the top while moving straight right, you save a little bit over just kind of bonking into it. So we joke about it, but there's still tech involved. This game can't get that easy.
This game has no gimme stages. No gimme stages.
Not really.
The 7-8, kind of a bad Mario Maker stage, basically. It's just kind of enemy spam, random
That's
pipes
accurate.
everywhere. Like, it really doesn't make any sense. Haxor just nailed it, though. That fire nipper at the end, if you move perfectly, you'll get a good pattern from it, but if you have any real mistakes, he can snipe you.
All right, here it comes.
So here we go. This is it. This is the clip. First try. Here we go.
Ooh.
So this is a sub-pixel.
No! What are they doing?
You are my dude. You gotta go. No, you should die and go back. You were in.
Oh my god! No way! I'm sad to admit this. I've done that twice in marathons now. I've just like I never expect to get it like in the first few tries. Oh my god, dude! I know.
Oh,
Okay, well,
Honestly, hate to see it.
you
happen.
do hate to see. Just get me out. Just get me out. Hey, I got it, man. I got it.
I mean, I can't argue. You did get it. Like, you did get it. You were like,
all right, we'll make it up for the floor clip.
I don't want to be too
Oh.
good in this level. You know what I mean? Like, you guys get the idea of the swag.
This one I'll go for.
Okay. This one's actually really weird. The spot you want to jump from has the hole on it. Oh, nice. So you have to make a bit of a different jump compared to doing most of those clips. And since Haxor has P-speed, it's only pixel perfect. It's not sub-pixel anymore. So, you know.
Easy. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone do that before.
Well, I've seen it.
Cracking up.
And you hate to see it.
You hate to see it. That's all you can say.
That's actually that's the best thing that could have happened in this run, basically. I mean, based on how it's gone, that truly is the victory cigar.
Oh, yeah, this stage is really tough, too, by the way. I don't know. Keeping this fire. Yeah, no, easy. Just nailing it.
That was pretty.
Yeah, that stage is
Oh,
it's a little
we just
hard.
beamed through all of World 7. That was great.
You know what? Really, what he did on 7-7 was give us both strats in one stage. He doubled your
true.
money. Yeah, he doubled your money.
That's value.
Extending the marathon.
Exactly. If you donated during 7-7, that's basically like donating twice. Essentially, you got twice the gameplay. Good job, Haxor.
All right, this is it though. This is it.
This is the one.
7 airship. GDQ donation world record attempt by cartridge blowers. I hope you're all excited. Here we go.
We ready?
Take it away.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Let's go. $25 from Mr. Goat. This is definitely a run at a speed. Nice job. $250 from Garlic 2. I love you, Daily Palace. I'm saving the animals for you. $50 from DLR Firefly. One time I saw a ghost. $50 from Deanna. Loving Haxor's world record pace. Props to all for getting this event together.
Even the donations are trolling me. Jeez.
$100 from Dr. Spachin, and he leaves no comment. But you know what? We got a lot of those.
I'm just gonna assume it was a snarky comment. That's all I'm gonna do.
$250 from Billy154. We've got $1,000 anonymous donation with no comment. In fact, we've got 2 of those. I'm assuming they're from different anonymouses. We've got $100 from Cassie, no comment. $500 from Hands of Blue, no comment. $500 from Anonymous, and $500 from a second Anonymous, all no comment. But thank you guys so much. $100 from James exclamation point, who says James with an exclamation point on the end. $500 from Anonymous. $500 from Hero Space Mountain, who has my favorite name ever. $500 from Anonymous. $25 from Dr. Nilly 007, who says cool. $1,234.56 from Anonymous, who says let's go for Super Mario Odyssey. We've got $100 from Anonymous. Thanks to all the organizers and runners for making such a great event possible. $100 from K Fizzle. I just want you to know we're all counting on you. $1,000 from another anonymous donator. $100 from Magoose, who says honk. $5 from Starlight Blaze. Good luck and stay safe, everyone. $50 from Maleficent. Haxor getting past World 3? I couldn't help but donate. Good luck on the run and hope you finally get to see World 8 this month.
It's so savage.
I mean, to be fair,
$56 from Alex Edwards. Oh my God. Thank you.
my chat hasn't seen.
One more.
Oh yeah,
One
true,
more.
true. Go,
You
go,
can
go.
get one more. One more.
Thanks for caring.
Go for one
such
more.
a great cause.
There it is.
There it is.
Amazing.
Wow.
Truly
Ladies and gentlemen, round of
incredible.
applause right there.
Yeah, to be fair, my chat has not seen World 8 since my last PB, which was over a month ago. So, you know, it is what it is.
Here it is. And look at this. We've got more auto scrolling. Just in case you were missing it.
Do you need more donations?
This was another interesting decision by Miyamoto here. It's like, hey, you know all those awesome, short, really fun levels with lots of jumping and platforming? You know what? Forget all that. Forget all that, all right? Let's go. Let's go into a more bullet hell style auto scroller with plain black backgrounds, you know?
These, to be fair, these are pretty hard casually. These are pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, they are tough, guys.
And let me tell you, how about with the power glove? What do you think about these levels with the power glove?
Oh my gosh, they're so hard with the power glove. Because the power glove, you can't stop moving at all. You have to be going back and forth. You can't just neutral the power glove. It's impossible. When is your power glove run coming, Haxor? That's a free SMB3 record.
Yeah, maybe around.
Yeah. You gotta beat any percent in
never.
4.5 hours.
Around never.
I'll set my calendar. Already done.
I've been asked, when are you gonna do a power glove run? And never.
I wish someone else would do it.
I really enjoyed watching you do it, though. I'm not gonna lie, it was very entertaining.
It was a ton of fun to watch.
I enjoyed it too, except for the the stress it legit causes on your elbow, because you have to I feel like if I became a permanent power glove runner, I'd have to have Tommy John at some point, you know, It's like throwing 100 curveballs the
All
whole
right,
time.
we're done with the auto scrollers, right? That's 2 in a row. That's enough. We can go on to some other stages. Oh. All right. Well.
The chocolate river. Why has anyone ever? Can you figure out why is the water this color? Can anybody explain?
Pollution.
It's okay.
Oh yeah.
I have
That's
been
fair.
through this before. It's the blood of Bowser's enemies.
Makes sense. I don't know why they have brown blood, but you know, I
that is
get
my
it.
personal theory.
True. Yeah.
Well,
It's old.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Okay.
old.
He's
You know what I mean? He's been collecting it for a
Hold on.
while.
We gotta go back to the.
He's been collecting the blood for a
I thought
while.
it was just like flowing. He's actually keeping this.
No, it's like it's more. It's like it looks like a river,
Okay.
but it's actually
and all
a
the
lake.
waves
you
that are
know?
on it, because lakes have a lot
Yeah.
of motion in them. Oh, that's the boat. Okay.
Well, that's the boat.
Okay.
So Bowser's
boat.
also a
Yeah, that's the
vampire.
wake.
So I guess this
Yeah.
is the Mario Castlevania crossover you never expected.
No, it's more of an intimidation thing. Yeah, he's not. He's not
Okay.
drinking it to gain
Okay,
weight
fair
or
enough.
anything.
He's just
not
collecting
weird.
it. It's not weird.
He's just kidnapping women of the Mushroom Kingdom. He's not weird
He's
though.
just collecting it for intimidation. Technically true, you know, but it's like some dudes use like headless spikes. You know what I mean? This is like my lake of blood. You know? Like,
Wow, no hand
You see,
one.
Haxor, entering into the stage there, it is actually faster to enter the stage of the hands other than getting grabbed, but unlike other categories, you only save about 1.5 seconds each hand you skip, as opposed to 25 to 30 seconds for any other category that has to just skip over them.
You'd think the actual stages are the toughest part of the hands, but it's actually the vertical pipe at the end.
Yeah, vertical pipes, how do they work?
Nailed it.
drop pipes.
Proud of you.
I made the up pipe. Alright, Pooh, close your eyes.
No hands? What a gamer.
Wow, second try, 7-7,
Wow.
no hands. Where's this luck in my normal runs?
Classic marathon luck.
Oh, I know. I just gotta die twice in 5-9. Okay, got it.
Yep, that's the strat.
That's the manip.
That's the setup. Yep. Okay, this level is just
This
legit
auto-scroller
hard.
moves
Casually,
twice as
I don't
fast
care what
as
anybody
most of
says.
the other ones, and yeah, you have to deal with all these rocky wrenches ready to mess up your day. They're actually like perfectly spaced out to throw one ahead of you and behind you. Actually,
Yep.
it's a really devious stage.
Yeah, if you're not killing the rocky wrenches, you're gonna have a bad time.
This is still scary in speedrunning. I can't tell you how many times I've just lost a power up in here
I mean,
and my
if you
run's
look to your
over.
left, you'll see where Karua
Oh, yeah.
died in the SGDQ 2017 relay.
Oof.
I have to do it.
You know where you didn't die though? 5-9.
Okay, so that's personal. Yeah.
You know what? Let's not. First
fair
of all,
enough,
he also didn't play 5-9, okay? So he 100% would have died there as well. You know, you don't have to worry. No,
Yeah.
no. Shout out to Karua, one of the
And
greatest.
he
who ever
also
touched
unfortunately
this
has
game by
another
far.
namesake in the stage coming up too. In this category, no less.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead.
So no, you tell it. No, you tell it. You can tell this.
Karua was on the most insane pace that 100%. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. 100% has ever seen, and took an unfortunate death at the end of
Wow.
8, or at the beginning of 8-1. And since then, nobody has ever been on a pace that fast. And this was like years ago, despite all the new strats. There's still a bet out there for another runner of this game, Lasso42, to play SMW Lunar Dragons if anybody ever beats that pace. But the current world record holder, Mitchflowerpower, did this real cool strat where he didn't die in 8-1. It's nuts. Nobody had seen it before. Changed the game.
I think my favorite part about that whole situation was anytime anyone got second place in 100%, the Discord would blow up about, oh my God, the deathless world record, you know, like.
Mario 3 runners are kind of mean. Just, I don't know if you guys know.
I mean,
No.
we bring it on ourselves.
Yeah, I think it's just this game involves a certain amount of self-punishment. So yeah,
It's true. Absolutely, yeah.
You gotta be a certain kind of crazy to run.
if
this
you don't
game.
laugh, you cry type thing.
Yeah.
And also, I
Basically.
will say, we're way nicer now. Way nicer.
Oh yeah.
Way nicer now.
Way nicer now.
Please run our video game. I promise we're nice.
Yeah, no, actually the community is really great. People are really
It is
helpful.
really great.
If you have questions and stuff, there's always new people coming in and asking questions. It's usually like, how do I get P-Speed in 1-2? I can't get P-Speed in 1-2.
That's the most common question by far.
And everyone's like, don't worry about it.
But since we'll talk about the game, I guess, TheHaxor got through AF with only one hit on the E switch. Normally you try to get the other one at the second half of the stage, but he was able to get through in one trip. And hey look, we got another auto-scroller, and I see
We do.
what looks like might be the patented Day
You
one
know it.
affiliate aweglib super tank strat TM with a vengeance going on right now.
That's right. That's right.
This auto scroller, you can actually just hang out, shoot fireballs, and jump anytime it looks like you gotta jump, and you'll never get hit. It's the only strat I've contributed to this game. It saves no time.
It's one more strat than me, dude. Don't worry.
Yeah, we got a time for maybe a couple quick donations before TheHaxor gets to the final level here.
Absolutely. We've got $25 from Dargon, who says, thanks to TheHaxor for running the game that made my childhood. Stay safe and stay hydrated, everyone. Also, in regards to the animals, save the frames, burninate the animals.
My man.
$25 from Actuarial Hero. Even an actuary couldn't have predicted TheHaxor's mortality in 5.9. $10 from T. Latshaw, donating in honor of this awesome virtual couch. It's been a blast listening the whole way. Save the animals.
All right.
Final level.
And we're ending the game on the proper coin count. Oh, I totally forgot to go for that clip. That's
Nice.
totally muscle memory.
Oh.
That's okay.
What?
I'm sorry.
You can get the Everyman's clip right here.
There it is.
goes.
The most
First
exciting
try,
clip
every
in
time.
sports entertainment. Nice strat here to keep your P-Speed in this room. Nobody ever messes this one up. And now he's 35 fireballs for victory.
I thought he was going to give me the bad pattern, dude. I
That
thought
looked
he was.
like it was close. That was close to getting the option select.
All right,
Beautiful
so
fire kill.
time ends when I enter the door, and surprisingly, I'm underestimate. So
We did it.
we did it, I guess.
That's a good run, dude. For 259 deaths, like,
And
that's a
time.
really good run.
Right? And no,
And
that's
going for
that's
all
like
the
a
jump we've
minute
gone through,
per
yeah.
death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We made you do so many
Yeah.
stupid things. And you
Jesus
still
clip.
underestimate.
That's great. That's a great run.
Really a mixed bag, yeah. Got 7-7, but jumped out. Got 4-5, died in 5-9 twice. So overall, it was a speed run of the video game Mario 3.
Truly a really speed run.
I hope you guys were entertained at least. You know, I love doing this. I love entertaining. I'm glad we get to do it for charity and raise money, and I'm glad that two great people like aweglib and Grandpoobear decided to do commentary on this run and just kind of, you know, sit here and just really chat during the whole thing. So, yeah, shout out to the Mario 3 community. Shout out to Mitch, who invented most of these strats that I'm doing, particularly the new stuff. He's pretty much the innovation master of this game, so most new stuff kind of comes out of him at this point. Other than that, I don't really have anything else. What, you guys have anything?
Hey, thanks for letting us be idiots on the virtual
Yes.
couch for like an hour and 20
Absolutely.
minutes.
Absolutely
I
appreciate
couldn't think of
it.
better people.
Yeah, absolutely appreciate it. Haxor's rise through SMB3s, he's just like exploded over the last like couple of years, and it's so awesome to be a part of this run. Your first solo GDQ run, right?
I know. Yeah,
man, congratulations. It's awesome, man.
Yeah, thank you.
We're all proud of you in the SMB3 community and everything you've done, man. So great job.
Just burn the tapes of 5'9", and they might actually invite me back. You know
what? And we also got to shout out our donation reader for setting a world record here tonight.
Yeah.
Too.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Yes. Yeah. Congratulations, cartridge blowers, on your world record. Super proud of you.
I couldn't have done it without you guys, really.
And shout outs to all the people on tech putting this together. This has got to be the most crazy marathon ever assembled. And huge shout outs to everybody for putting this together. It's been great.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I guess we'll send it back to cartridge blowers with more donations, I'd imagine, or a break, I guess.
You did indeed send it back to me. Chat, give him one more virtual round of applause for that incredible Super Mario Bros. 3 run. That was really, really great. I'm gonna give you the audible one. A little bit of it. In the meantime, I'm gonna read some donations for you. We've got $50 from Nemo2342. Here's my double donation apology for the world record donation reading. Thank you. We've got $50 from Apox Banff of Merry Men. Love watching SMB3 runs, and now for a great cause, amazing. Pooh is also my daily work from home entertainment. Great job all around. We've got $60 from Big Mama. Thank you for putting this event together. Thank you for your donation. We've got a $400 donation from Corona Anonymous. I won't be able to watch Mario Odyssey live, but I still want it to happen to watch later. You did it. After all, we can't leave, so we need to live vicariously through Mario in his Odyssey. An extra $50 if someone sings Jump Up Superstar before I have to leave. Well, I don't know if you've left or not yet, but it's come on and jump up in the air, jump with... That's all I got. I don't know the lyrics. I'm sorry. I love you, though. You're great. We've got $15 from Darvington. Insert snarky comment here. Did we not get enough of those during the last run? $250 from Mathos. SMB3 always has great commentary. Also, just remember, they're pixels, not animals. Kill. Ooh, a little violent. Let me give you an update on that right now. For Save Kill the Animals, let's see, we are... Ooh, it's at all the way at the bottom here. Save has $3,292, and Kill has $2,048.15. I don't want that 15 cents to bring them over the top. I need Save the Animals to win. So please get those donations in. In fact, we've also got another donation incentive for the level 1 Crit Sephiroth boss fight for Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. We're actually only $1,500 of the way to our $75,000 total for that one. So again, get those donations in for that as well. In fact, if y'all get all those donations in, we're only $9,000 away from reaching 300K. We can do that during Mario Odyssey. I know we can. We definitely can. So go ahead and get those donations in. In the meantime, let me send you over to a quick ad. I want to tell you a little bit about one of our sponsors. CRDQ is brought to you by Fangamer. Fangamer has official merchandise from Undertale, Metal Gear Solid, Banjo-Kazooie, Monster Hunter, and more. You can check out new CRDQ merchandise designed to let you stay home and be comfy. You can find a lot of that merchandise over at fangamer.com/GDQ. They've got hats, scarves, pins, the works.
How many years have I... The warrior of light. If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten. Become what you must. Become the warrior of darkness.
All right, welcome back to CRDQ, powered by Twitch. Got a couple more donations for you here. Give me just one more. Got $100 from Crayage, who says, while not in the medical field, I am blessed to have a job at this time. So here's my donation to not only help save lives, but to save the animals. Well, thank you so much for your generous donation. Every single donation counts on our way to hitting and surpassing that 300K total. And speaking of what we're doing here this week, we've got a great run coming up, and we're ready for it right now.